set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Oliver. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Back there, Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. No, check, Patriot.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's caught right side by Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up. Bell so light on his feet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's go. Iggy! Snickers, you gotta spin! Back.
Roethlisberger will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him. And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run? Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Blue 30!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way
inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, a 22. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Coleman now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Sutton now to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Jack 16.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Sutton now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. Nifty move. And now running right through it. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A give to Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Trucks over him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now it's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, here's Bell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No problem. That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another set?
A big seam, and he might go all the way.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the Steelers on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 56 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Oliver. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
No, check, Patriot!
From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Tavecchio puts this one through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Jack 16.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And still fighting. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
4 down, check. Jack 16. 8. AB. King. Check. Wait a second.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Jack 16. Gotta go. AB. Corner. Wait a second.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there. in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
This is Coleman. Look at the spin. Gets through, and now an opening. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. Oh, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. Sutton now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they